Have you ever wondered what it takes to be remembered as one of Hollywood's most evil actors? Not just for their on-screen villains, but for their real-life dark side? In Hollywood's golden age, the line between the characters actors portrayed and their true selves often blurred, leaving behind stories of drama, scandal, and mystery. Today, we're diving into the lives of the most evil actors from that era, those who had a dark reputation that stretched far beyond the silver screen. From abusive behavior on set to disturbing personal lives, these actors made their mark in ways that shocked the public and left an unforgettable stain on Hollywood history. Stick around, because we're about to uncover the twisted tales of some of the most notorious stars who ever graced the silver screen. Number 1. Errol Flynn. Errol Flynn was one of Hollywood's biggest heartthrobs, especially famous for playing dashing heroes in films like The Adventures of Robin Hood. However, his personal life was filled with scandal. Flynn was involved in numerous legal troubles, including a highly publicized rape trial in 1943. Although he was acquitted, rumors about his predatory behavior, particularly toward young women, lingered. His reckless lifestyle, filled with heavy drinking and wild parties, added to his controversial reputation. While audiences loved him on screen, Flynn's off-screen actions left a lasting stain on his legacy. Was Errol Flynn truly the charming hero we saw in films, or was he just hiding a dark, troubling side behind his smile and charisma? Number 2. Clark Gable. Clark Gable was Hollywood's king, admired for his roles in iconic films like Gone with the Wind. But beneath his rugged, charming image, his personal life was filled with drama. Gable had numerous affairs and was known for his coldness toward his first wife, Josephine Dillon. His relationship with his second wife, actress Carole Lombard, was even more complex. After Lombard tragically died in a plane crash, Gable's emotional breakdown shocked many. He struggled to cope with the loss, and some say it left a dark mark on his public image. Was Gable's legendary status a result of his charm, or was it hiding a much darker side to his true personality? Number 3. Marlene Dietrich. Marlene Dietrich was a glamorous and captivating star, known for her sultry voice and beauty. However, her life off-screen was filled with contradictions. Dietrich's early affair with a Nazi officer was highly controversial, especially since she later became a strong opponent of the regime during World War II. Her ability to charm men and women alike was legendary, but many questioned her motives. Despite her public image as a strong, independent woman, Dietrich's early connections to the Nazis sparked outrage. Could a woman known for defying Hollywood conventions also have a hidden, dark past? Her complex relationships and moral ambiguity left people wondering about her true character. Number 4. John Wayne. John Wayne was the ultimate symbol of the American hero, known for his strong, silent roles in westerns. But his personal beliefs made him a polarizing figure. Wayne was outspoken about his conservative views and made numerous racist comments, especially in interviews. His association with the Hollywood blacklist during the McCarthy era only deepened his controversial image. Despite his tough guy persona, many began to question if Wayne truly represented the heroic ideals he portrayed. Was John Wayne the embodiment of an American hero, or did his personal beliefs reveal a darker, more troubling side? His legacy continues to spark debate over the true nature of his character. Number 5. Charlie Chaplin. Charlie Chaplin, the comedic genius behind the iconic Little Tramp, had a life far more complicated than his lovable on-screen persona. Known for his charm and humor, Chaplin's personal life was filled with controversy and scandal. He was repeatedly linked to inappropriate relationships with young women, which led to accusations of sexual misconduct. His marriage to his teenage protégée, Una O'Neill, sparked public outrage, fueling rumors about his questionable choices. Adding to the drama, Chaplin's political views caused a stir as his communist sympathies came to light during the intense anti-communist hysteria in the U.S. This led to his exile from Hollywood. Despite his silent film success, could the charm of Chaplin's character truly mask a life filled with scandal, allegations, and darker truths? Number 6. Bette Davis. Bette Davis was known for her fierce independence, incredible talent, and powerful performances. But her off-screen life was just as intense. Davis wasn't afraid to speak her mind, which often caused conflict with others. Her legendary rivalry with Joan Crawford became one of Hollywood's most famous feuds, marked by public insults and dramatic confrontations. Davis's on-set behavior was often described as difficult, as she was known for her manipulative and controlling ways. While her acting skills were widely respected, Her sharp personality led many to view her as a diva. Could Davis's legendary intensity on-screen hide a darker, more malicious side behind the scenes? Her reputation for manipulation and control leaves a complex legacy. Number 7. Joan Crawford. Joan Crawford was the epitome of glamorous Hollywood stardom, but her personal life was filled with deep controversy. Crawford's relationship with her adopted children, particularly Christina, was marred by accusations of abuse and cruelty. Christina's famous memoir, Mommy Dearest, painted Joan as a cold, tyrannical mother, which sparked a media firestorm. Crawford's obsessive control over both her career and personal life earned her a reputation for ruthlessness, and she was known to use manipulation to maintain her star power. Despite her elegance on screen, her true character was far darker. Was Joan Crawford simply a product of Hollywood's pressure, or was there something far more sinister lurking behind her actions? Number 8. Humphrey Bogart. Humphrey Bogart's tough guy image made him a Hollywood legend, but his personal life was riddled with turbulence. Known for his rugged roles in films like Casablanca, Bogart's real-life behavior was often less charming. His marriage to actress Mayo Methot was plagued with heavy drinking, jealousy, and abusive behavior, which ended in a messy divorce. Despite later marrying Lauren Bacall and embracing a more family man image, Bogart's reputation for volatility remained. His temper and drinking problems continued to cast a shadow on his once-beloved persona. Was Humphrey Bogart truly the charming, strong hero on screen, or did his real life reveal a far darker, more destructive side? His struggles remain part of his complicated legacy. Number 9. Orson Welles. Orson Welles, the mastermind behind Citizen Kane, is often regarded as one of the greatest filmmakers in history. However, his personal life was far from as perfect as his career. Welles was known for his arrogance, and his refusal to compromise created tensions in both his professional relationships and his personal life. His marriage to actress Rita Hayworth fell apart due to his numerous affairs and his stubborn nature. Welles's brilliance in filmmaking was often overshadowed by his flaws as a man, and his struggles made him a controversial figure. Was Orson Welles simply a misunderstood genius, or did his flaws extend beyond the camera lens, affecting his career and legacy? Number 10. Mickey Rooney. Mickey Rooney's career spanned decades, but his personal life was filled with scandal, making him a figure of constant tabloid gossip. Rooney's multiple marriages, totaling 8, became infamous for the accusations of abuse and his volatile temperament. His relationships were marred by accusations of mistreatment toward his wives and others, as well as public outbursts that painted him as a troubled man. His energetic performances on screen were often overshadowed by his chaotic private life, leaving many to question the true nature of his fame. Was Mickey Rooney's success a result of his talent, or did his dark personal life play a significant role in the stories behind his fame? Number 11. Elizabeth Taylor. Elizabeth Taylor was one of the most iconic and celebrated actresses of Hollywood's golden age, but her personal life often made headlines for all the wrong reasons. Taylor was married 8 times, and her tumultuous relationships were a constant subject of public fascination. Her affair with Richard Burton, which led to their highly publicized marriage, was especially controversial. Taylor's addiction to fame and constant media attention sometimes overshadowed her acting talent. Despite her beauty and celebrated career, her personal life was often scrutinized for bad behavior and self-destructive tendencies. Could Elizabeth Taylor's multiple marriages be more than just a series of missteps, revealing deeper issues beneath the surface of Hollywood's most famous star? Number 12. Judy Garland. Judy Garland was an actress whose life was tragically overshadowed by addiction and mental health struggles. Famous for her role as Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz, Garland's career began at an incredibly young age. She was thrust into the Hollywood machine by MGM, where she faced grueling work schedules, unhealthy pressures to maintain her appearance, and exploitation. The studio gave her pills to control her weight and keep her alert, leading to a lifelong struggle with addiction. Garland's emotional instability, fueled by both her demons and Hollywood's cruelty, became more apparent as she navigated through a series of marriages, struggles with depression, and a public battle with addiction. Her off-screen behavior was erratic at times, marked by public outbursts, failed marriages, and a series of stints in rehabilitation. Garland's attempts to reclaim her career were often thwarted by her personal issues, despite her incredible talent and iconic performances. Though the world knew her as the sweet and innocent Dorothy, Her real life was filled with the agony of trying to live up to the impossible standards set by Hollywood and herself. Was Judy Garland's golden voice and innocent image hiding a much more tragic truth? Number 13. Jean Tierney. Jean Tierney was a stunning beauty and a talented actress, but her life was filled with heartache. She captivated audiences with her grace and elegance in films such as Laura and Leave Her to Heaven. However, her personal life was anything but perfect. Tierney's involvement in high-profile scandals began with a highly publicized affair with the billionaire Howard Hughes, who became obsessed with her. The emotional toll from the affair, combined with the pressures of her career, contributed to the mental health struggles she faced. Tierney was also deeply affected by a tragic event. During her pregnancy, she contracted rubella, resulting in the birth of a mentally disabled child. The pain from this loss, coupled with ongoing mental health issues, led to a series of personal crises, including psychiatric hospitalizations. While Tierney maintained her stunning beauty and on-screen elegance, her off-screen life was marked by tragic circumstances and struggles that ultimately tarnished her legacy. Can an actress renowned for her beauty and talent also hide the scars of a tumultuous personal life? Number 14. George Raft. George Raft was a popular leading man in gangster films, known for his roles in Scarface and the Roaring Twenties. His tough guy persona on screen was mirrored by a personal life that was just as controversial. Raft had known ties to organized crime figures, and his connections with mobsters were well documented. These ties led to numerous conflicts in Hollywood, where his association with criminal elements caused tension among other stars and filmmakers. In addition to his criminal connections, Raft struggled with his career, becoming increasingly desperate for fame and fortune. He turned down roles that later became iconic, most famously Casablanca, which ultimately damaged his career. Despite his acting talent, Raft's personal life and the cloud of criminal activity that hung over him overshadowed his achievements. His struggle to maintain relevance in an ever-changing Hollywood also led to public personal missteps that further marred his reputation. Could Raft's charm on screen mask his dangerous connections to the criminal world? Number 15. Richard Burton. Richard Burton was known for his passionate love affair with Elizabeth Taylor, which became one of Hollywood's most infamous and tumultuous relationships. The two married twice, and their stormy love life played out in the tabloids for all to see. While Burton's acting talent was undeniable, his personal life often stole the spotlight. His struggles with alcoholism and a series of destructive relationships, including his troubled marriage to Taylor, contributed to his self-destructive behavior. Burton's demons were well documented. His alcoholism, volatile temper, and tendency to engage in public feuds became common knowledge. Despite his deep intellect and remarkable acting ability, Burton's emotional turmoil led to a tragic early death at the age of 50. His personal life, marked by scandal, addiction, and a lack of emotional stability, contrasted sharply with his successful career. Burton remains one of the most tragic figures in Hollywood, a man whose brilliance was marred by his vice. Was Richard Burton truly the tortured soul he seemed to be, or was he a man undone by his vice? If you found these stories of Hollywood's most controversial stars as shocking as we did, just imagine what else you'll discover about the hidden lives of Tinseltown's brightest legends. Which of these actors do you think was the most misunderstood? Was their fame truly a reflection of their talent, or did their struggles define their legacy? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the darker side of Hollywood, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories that uncover the mysteries of your favorite stars. You won't want to miss what's coming next.